everyone, so let's see where I'm at. I just need my port key, so I have 1.2 out of 3. I have about 90 minutes. So, obviously if it won't open, or if it gives us that issue, it's going to give us it's going to be harder. Hopefully we'll finish. We will see. I will say one cool thing is I've been feeling bad about Rumble, and I feel a lot better now. Rather than having to create 21 videos a week, it's now 30 videos a month. And that's a heck of a lot easier to me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm headed to Willow Park, because generally there they have, for some reason, the walking around there is counted better than the walking around my house. I'll have to show you one day. Go around Willow Park and then go around my house. I don't know if it's the number of people around there. Another idea that may be why, and this would have no explanation. Well, it might. I don't know. Anyway, maybe the GPS is a bit off. Maybe also that's why I have more around my place. I thought, kind of doubt it, but if the GPS is messing up more around there so that it thinks that the devices are, sometimes moving more, sometimes moving less around that area, maybe that has an impact on it. I also wonder, the more I think about it, how much them accessing at different times of day may make a difference. So if you are basically, is it used continuously, or how frequently is there a device accessing that area? Because around my house, Brett checks Wizards Unite when he gets up in the morning, and while he gets ready for school and stuff, for work and stuff. Sometimes if I can't stay, or if I can't get back to sleep after he's left, I'll get up and get on for a while, and then do some other stuff for a little while, and then go back and check, depending on what's going, the event, or if there's an event or not, what I need, different things like that, and what I have to do and how I'm feeling. But then later on in the morning, you guys have seen that I'll get on off and on anywhere from 6 o'clock, and throughout the day Brett gets home and gets on, and when he checks as he's coming home, we also check sporadically throughout the evening. And I've been known to stay up late to check, especially if werewolves are out or things like that. When I need werewolves, Brett once in a while has done that when all he's needed is werewolves. So it kind of there's no specific time in a day when it hasn't been accessed. I can't think of any time when Wizards Unite has not been accessed within an hour of that time throughout the whole day. Because there's times that, like if I can't sleep, sometimes I'll get on and check. Just different things like that. So it has been checked a lot, not just by a number of different devices playing a number of the different Niantic games, but at all times, day and night. So maybe Niantic sees our place as a hub, or, as a frequently visited place by people who are interested in their games. I don't know. But there is that idea. So. Hi, Steph. Sorry I didn't answer when you first said hello, but I wanted to get around here before I started looking really at the screen. Until then, my phone was literally sitting right beside me on the seat, so. Even better right now, this area, one reason I came this area is I can go slow enough around here, it will cool. One reason I came to this area is this time of day, it's dead around here, especially during the winter. But, well, I shouldn't say all the time it's dead around here this time of day. During the summer it's not. But otherwise, when school's in session, it's dead. So I figure, and then it's even more dead when it's a cold day, and we're at 15 degrees here right now. So it's really not as cold as it could be, but enough people still consider this cold that, yeah, a lot of people aren't going to take little kids, I should say, out at this time of day. And the reason it's busier during the summer is because Logan City actually has childcare programs type thing that the city themselves put on during the summer. Day camps, that's what I'm after. That they put on during the summer for low income. And that's usually where they do it, is right there, because it's free for Logan City to use because, it's their own property. But then on top of it, they also have the benefit of, it's right near the aquatic center that they usually take them once or twice during the summer to go swim as part of the day camp. Sometimes maybe even once a week. I can't remember for sure. But so it's got access to basically everything they need for their day camps. And so yet it's still at a good place in Logan. There's plenty of places they can get around and play and everything. It's outdoors, so the kids can have that experience, rather than being stuck indoors all the time. They might change it over to the fairgrounds this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, just because, or depending on, or they may meet there and then go over, or the other way around, meet over at Willow Park and then go over to the fairgrounds, just because there are some buildings. So if it's a hot day, they'd be able to go inside air-conditioned buildings. But yeah, it really is a good program. But you can see from that why, when you add that on top of everyone that doesn't have kids in there, also wanting to get out and about and everything, it does make that place a lot busier during the summer. So it's during the summer when school's out. I should make that very clear. It's only when school's out that it's as busy. It's a lot slower otherwise. Now, my kids never participated in that. I will be honest, but it was because at the times I could have used it, we didn't live in Logan City. In fact, I think for some of the time I didn't even know about it. And I kind of wanted to stay home and have my kids with me. That may be weird, but and another part of it is we knew also that for them outside was a lot harder. That is one thing, is outside's always been a lot harder on my kids, the heat of the summer. And so but for most kids it would be amazing. What's growing here? 20 hours and 44 minutes. I'm going to have to report that, but I'm going to wait until I can wait for about 35, 40 minutes or whatever till the event's over, and then I can go report it. So So I did do one thing, and the map is, so someone in my area brought up one thing I do agree that I think the map is kind of missing. And that is, there's no option to include that you placed a dark detector. Kind of like the plants. It wouldn't be nice to say when you placed a dark detector on an inn and have it notify, because then if people are free, they could go take advantage of it with you. And especially where the events are including dark detectors more. That would, I think, be a benefit on the map. And so what I did to combat that, right, at least in my area, is in my Discord group, I've included a dark detectors place channel and ask people to put the name of the inn or the place. Sometimes for us it's easier to put Willow Park, or I placed this many around Willow Park or something like that. Or we have some that have names that we have some even that are, as you've seen, that literally have the very same name. So being able to clarify which one it is, since you can't click on it to get to the map to see, there's that. And then from there, that they place when they mention when it was placed, so that they can easily, people can go take advantage of it with you, and maybe even go with others, or put others too, or stuff. 1.8, we got to go 1.2 miles and we've gone 0.6. Hopefully it goes a lot faster. Cool. Yeah. I will say, I figured that here in the valley, a lot more people use Discord than use the other, I can't remember what it is. There's another one that's frequently used for messaging. For aboard and stuff. And otherwise, I'm not sure on the crops, or otherwise, yeah. I'm not sure what app you use. And I don't know if others would place it, or would use it. As it is, right now on our Discord channel, we have a core of about 5 of us that use it regularly. And then we have others that use it off and on. And so just Messenger? Okay. Yeah. I don't know. I can always ask, but I think honestly that this works out pretty well, because I know one thing with Messenger is with it dinging and stuff. With Discord, if you want to, you can mute it and then go look and mute just that channel. Whereas I know with Messenger, it's hard to mute just that group. And I don't know how many people would want to be notified that way. That works. See, and I know you can turn notifications off for Messenger in general, but I don't know if you can just for a single group. And I know some of them would prefer to know everything but that group. Okay. I'll ask them then if they would prefer that or have it on Discord. And I will be honest, for me, part of the yeah. And I agree with that one. I know there's another one like Discord that some areas use for Pokemon Go. And in fact, I know I'm on some Facebook groups. And a lot of, and two things. One, Logan, Cache Valley uses Discord. Other parts of Utah use the other app. And I'm not sure why or anything. I just know that they do. And I know that that was one thing that was interesting to me, was the fact that was finding out that a lot of Utah does not use Discord. But if you try to use the app that most of Utah uses here in Cache Valley for Pokemon Go, you won't get anywhere because the main players, the big players, all use Discord. So that kind of was interesting to find out that even in the same kind of general area, there's two huge differences. And it also, I will say, kind of shows why there's not more mapped around Salt Lake, because a number of them are mapping with even a different map system. they don't, and they won't even, they're ignoring Wizards Unite World, whatever thing that is. And so that to me is kind of like, okay. But go figure. Still 1.8. That's not good. Because I've gone almost all the way around this thing and it's not counted it at all. So I don't know if I'm going to finish or not because I have 25 minutes to get the 1.2. And if it's not going to count it, okay. Wrong one. This one. Okay, let's go see where it's at. 1.9. So hopefully it's counting again. That was not the one I wanted. I wanted that. I may run from this one. One more cast and then I'm gonna run. Let's go see if it's been collecting now. Yeah, that's better. Whoa! Yeah, huge difference. That's why I said, whoa. Well, that and the amount of things that showed up there. That's why I was worried when I went all the way around and it only showed one, and I'm going, crap. It's going to be one of those. So here's the bad thing. Some days it is like that, and it just, we can restart whatever else and it doesn't work. I'm glad it did this time. That's why I hadn't tried it. Is there's some days it's like collecting an eighth of the what you walk or whatever around here, and other days it's a lot better. However, around my place it's always like that. So don't need that one. I don't know if you were on, but I had one other idea about why my area might have so many. I'm not sure. But I got thinking about it, or why right around my house might have that many. I got thinking about it, and I don't think there's an hour that there's a time that that if they were to go through 24 hours in a day and mark when the game's been open and things have been caught, I don't think they would find a 1 hour space that something has not been caught in ever in like a 24-hour space. Now, obviously it's less during the middle of the night, less frequent, whatever. Okay. I wasn't sure. Of course, now you're going to say I'm a passenger. You know what? I'm going to see what happens if I do this, since I'm sitting here waiting for vehicles anyway. Maybe it'll convince that I'm not a passenger again, and it won't take as long to add up. Because I know it does take a long time to add up if it thinks you're in a vehicle. So I'm going 10 miles an hour and you're saying I'm going too fast? If there's a 5-minute lag, that's a big lag. That's helpful to know. I bet, I can't say for sure, but I wonder if you were to go in from Omlet, if you have Omlet, I don't know if you do or not, if it would be a shorter lag. But that's interesting that it's taking that long. So I will keep that in mind. Might need to restart. We'll see. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if there's a 5-minute lag on the stream, that's huge. That makes sense. But at the same time, that one was, what was frustrating there was it was like I had even left the game and come back in. I had got the message, so I left the game and I came back in, and really, I've been driving about 10 miles an hour the whole way through. So I don't know why it sometimes thinks 10 miles an hour is okay, and other times thinks, nope, you can't be going 10 miles an hour. You need to go slower for it to log it. I have found sometimes with that one, when that happens, it's just my character has decided to run. I don't know. We'll see. I got 0.6 to go and 8 minutes or so. This is the same one I did not want, I think. So we'll go once, and if it doesn't, nope. Come on, I ran from you. So literally to finish the bonus event, that's what I'm waiting on, is those 4 port keys. I would have got out a little bit earlier, but I had to take Pup out. Oh, an hour and 8 minutes. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not so worried then. I was sitting here and thinking I had 8 minutes. Oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock Pacific, not my time. That's where I messed up. With the switching between, sometimes we're going to go by Pacific time, sometimes we're going to go by your time. And where my time is only an hour different, trying to remember which one is which is interesting. Yeah, either, or at least, okay, I could see Community Day being by your time. Totally get that one. Because that would be really hard to do Community Day in the middle of the night. So do Community Day and maybe even, and short events like a couple hours or maybe even a day or two by your local time. But and I guess that's what they do. If I stop to think about it, I'll have to watch. Maybe that's exactly what they do, is they're doing anything that's under like 3 days, they do by your local time, and anything over by the Pacific time. Yeah. That one I am prepared for. I think the other problem I have is the fact that it's that 1 hour difference is all. And so sometimes I misfigure out which way the hour difference is too. I've been out for Community Days before going, nothing's out. And Jen comes on and says, you're 2 hours early. Because I've figured the wrong way, figured it wrong. So rather than thinking 12, I think 10. For 11 o'clock Pacific. Okay, that I am having a heck of a time casting as I'm driving around in a curve. There. I do know how to cast that spell, but obviously my phone and my finger did not want me casting that spell around that curve. I'll have to go see where I'm at. Since I know I have time, I can stop and look. Okay, so Legends of Hogwarts, you can see where I'm at there on all of those. Let's actually start here. So Hagrid's hut is a silver. We looked at those. Gotta go spin this for a minute and then I'll go back. I've got someone behind me, so I'm trying to hurry, so I don't want to go back in the registry page for a minute. I should be able to once I turn off. I would think they're not going to be behind me anymore. Yep. Catch this one and then I'll go back. If it'll let me catch it. There we go. Now let's go back. Registry. Where were we at? We were at that one. I want to check something. Okay, that one's completely completed. Oh, that's the one you have silver on. I need 4 more harps and 3 more dirigible plums, so that's completely completed. And this one's silver. So I need... This one I need 20 more bows, and this one I need ducksies, horned serpents, and eggs. Whereas this other one, where was it? Oh, this one. I need 3 more huts, plenty more buckbeaks, plenty more Hagrids, a couple more dragons, and 7 more of the winged horses. So, exactly, that's why I keep going for them. And congrats on having yours that close to being gold. If you do move here, maybe we can help you get it even more. The oddities we can probably for sure help with, other than, well, at least getting, that is one thing. Here, we do have access to all the oddities. It's just how far you want to travel to get them. But we have all of them that you can get to reasonably. I need to go horned serpent hunting a few more times, but I wonder how close I got if it had ended. I might have, without going and looking at the registry pages, I might have made it in time. I might not have. Had it ended when I thought it was going to. And honestly, I usually work on that, I usually, with the events, even pick up extra port keys and whatever. I think I'm going to stick with the port keys I have now, because I know I've got enough to complete out the event, and where they're just giving energy. I don't know, or I'm not so keen on them, so I like fortress battles, other than, well, trying to do them. I do, but don't like the stress of trying to get it done by myself, if that makes sense. Trying to beat the dark ones by myself is stressful. I will say, Jen just posted that she actually managed to, she did 3 by herself. She had seconds to spare, but she did do it by herself. Dark 3 yesterday, I think it was. So, congratulations to her. There they are. Yeah, I was trying to save them, but I was also trying to get that one leveled up. Yeah, I do get that. What I was getting at is with the dragon thing, I was also trying to level up the pages, and I needed to have a needed to have those eggs to level up the page, and I was hopeful I could prestige the page once more before the end of the event, and so I was trying to pop them. Okay, now let's see. I don't know if I'll finish leveling up that or not. We will see. I'd like to hit at least 65 before the event ends. We will see. I literally just pulled out. So I got to bronze 2, but I literally was just the eggs away from getting to silver. And so I went out that morning and was literally walking port keys. Plus I hadn't walked off my port keys from Dark Times Part 1. I hadn't got them all walked off yet. And that was part of my issue, so I couldn't pick up as many as I would have liked. I think had I not gotten sick when I did and everything, and I had been able to plan and empty my port keys. Let's pull over for a minute. Empty my port keys. I would have been good to go, but where I didn't get a chance to empty out my port keys, I had like 2 spots that I could use. And so I was doing what I could with 2 spots for eggs. And I didn't want to use any of my silver keys unless I had to. It's kind of, the last 2 events have kind of frustrated me because I've had to because of everything. So I'll show you where I was at by the time it ended. I needed 4 more eggs of each type when it ended. So you can see why I had thought I might be able to get it. I mean, even if I had, so I actually needed 3 of one egg because I have 1 port key still ready to pop. So 3 more eggs of one type, or 3 more port keys of one type and 4 of another. So had I been able to walk it off, had I been able to start the event with the port keys empty, I would have been good. I'm thinking the next dragons we will probably see is the other event, or maybe not even dragons. They may, because in about 6 months we have the next Fan Fest, and so it is possible that for Fan Fest they'll drop all the dragons, and then as well as something else, I guess. I get the feeling that they're trying to help people complete pages so that they can open up more pages. Someone's honking at me to go across the road in front of a car because they didn't like the fact that I'm waiting for a car to cross, for a car that I saw that I was not sure how long they were gonna, or how fast the car was going. It was a bit, it kept speeding up and slowing down. Anyway. Yeah, I get that. I could see at times though, and it may be, well, not even maybe, with Pokemon Go, right before a new drop or stuff, before they gave us a whole bunch of new stuff, they would do a bunch of the old stuff so that people could complete their pages. And I kind of see that being what's going on here right now, is helping people complete their pages, if that makes sense. Oh, we can go log this now. Let's go log this. 19 hours and 50 minutes. There we are. Yeah, exactly. That's what they would do. That's what they've done all the way through with Pokemon Go, is at least help out get people to where they felt they could do things. Especially because there's another thing that hi Jen, there's another, and congratulations on your dark 3 when so back to what I was saying, so New Zealand started so far ahead of everywhere else. Those who were in the beta testing, that it was like, I think they realized that people other places that are playing hard were feeling frustrated, or, if they kept moving it so that New Zealand players were that far ahead all the way through, people would start getting really frustrated. Because you'd never have a chance to catch up. You just wouldn't. It wouldn't be an option. If they kept moving ahead that fast. And so they have to balance the people who spend a lot of money with the people who spend a little money. And where do you want to bring in your money from? They did get all those extra books. Honestly, with where I'm at right now, I don't really care about restricted section books as much. I'm just saving them up. Or, I keep going back and forth between continuing to save them up and continuing and leveling up the other professions. And that's literally where I'm at, is that. That's cool. So I am not sure where I'm going to be to complete my tree. I'm gonna be honest. Part of it's also getting the red books in the fortress. I get that, Jen. Mine's the red books, and yeah. I don't know. So what we were saying is they seem to be trying to even out where players are right now before they go on. I'm actually not saving my red books. I need red books. That's what I'm low on. I do know a lot of people are saying they've got scrolls up the wazoo and they have nothing to use them on. Let me gather these ends and I'll go show you guys where I'm at over there. Okay. Come check out my registry where I got so far on the event. Okay, I need 3 more at least. That's what I would like to go after. Let's go to my things. I have 64 restricted section books and only 8 of the red books. To complete mine, I've got 21 there, which means another 21 probably, so that's like 42. And then 25. So 75 plus 42, so 7. 117 red books is what I need, I think. If they don't change and increase there. Yep, it's better than the 200. Actually, I think it was more like 220 something. I can't remember. But yeah, so I've been whittling away at it. So you need half as much as I do. Well, a lot of people have trouble getting extravagant rune stones, so I agree. So I do want to look at this. So I did drop some here. So, and I have over 600 scrolls too. So I have completed all of that you can see. So I'm at level 6 on Auror and level 6 on Professor. So yeah, and that's my thing. I preferred people to send me runestones in general, the runestone gifts in general, than to feel they couldn't send me a gift. And so what I went in and what I always said was runestones, then energy, then ingredients. And I said that because I figured that people could figure from there with their friends and everything else what they needed to give where. But that's why I didn't know you were trying to give them away. I was grinding for red books plus runestones, so I could, grinding for red books and completing the registry pages. I'm not as clueless, but but I don't know as much. Actually, from what I've seen, they need about as much. I could be wrong, but I've tried really hard to get every book I can. Period. And I haven't dropped as many. I think this is the difference. I was very careful about dropping them on other professions, because I knew the green books were only available in events, and so if I could prevent dropping them, I did. Until it got to where it was like, okay, I've completed and I get that. I have no, I was happy. I was happy to get whatever that's why when you said whatever, I just prefer runestones. I didn't, and I will be honest, it took me a little while to realize the red books were in the extravagant one. And at the time, I was also thinking, oh cool, I can get the healing potions, because I'd been creating healing potions still. Then it kind of went crazy, and I realized just how many people were giving me healing potions and where I was at, and I went, oh crap. Because that's what everyone seemed to want to give. Probably because they got more of those. I'm tempted to go over to the fortress because I know that I've got enough runestones that it will rank it up, but part of me wants to wait and finish these out. see if I can't get to 65 without going in the fortress. I will admit the one I loved the most was if you're meaning the community day, yeah. I don't think you're meaning community day. I think you mean the Halloween event. So community day prepared for the Halloween event. Community day was the green books, or not green books, it was the green you could get green rune stones. And so, and then from there, it was Halloween event was in the fortress. But yeah, I loved that event. The unlimited bonus, like you couldn't finish. I love that we've got these bonuses, and they've put bonuses on for events. But I love that unlimited, that the Halloween event. So the Halloween event was focused on the fortress too, because that was when it was the breaker of basilisks. You needed all those green rune stones for the breaker of basilisks. And maybe that was it. I thought, I could have sworn Community Day prepped for the Breaker of Basilisks Halloween event, but I could be wrong. But whichever it was, Halloween, October was a great month for read books. I just remember Brett was frustrated with me for the Halloween event because I was going in the fortress for like a few hours a day. And that was when I ran out of rune stones. But all my rune stones, that wasn't when I ran out, but that's when I started going in as much and decided to go after, because I had all those rune stones, and now I'm down to just my dark arts rune stones. But that's where my pages got to where they're at, to where now I need now what I need is the green you catch in the wild. but I'm not seeing them. And that's why I haven't used the dark arts runestones yet, is they're what you catch in the wild is what I need. I've got someone behind me, so I'm trying to hurry. So I need, that's what I need right there. Swooping Evil, Tom Riddle, and that wasn't what I meant to do. Percival Graves. Yeah, I need to go there and drop. Not just go there, but drop dark detectors there. And that's part of the reason I'm not as far on that page, is I was focused on the others. But that's what I need to do. And then I can use all of my dark arts runestones in the fortresses there. Or in the fortresses to get to the next page. That was not supposed to be picked up. That was. Maybe that's what I'll focus on until the event Thursday, once this event's over. So it says Fluffy Not Fluffy starts Thursday. Oh, okay. So I'll go after Fluffy Not Fluffy, and then we'll get the new event. I'll know in about 20 minutes, for sure. So when there's not an event, remind me that I'm headed to the mall and dropping Dark Arts runestones. So that I can go in the fortress. I'm not complaining that there's event after event. I think I actually said that very same thing in November, realized in November what I needed, and said, okay, I'm going to go there and farm that for these in like November, and then got sick, and we had the event after event after event after event, and then when I had a break, I forgot. That would be interesting to watch all of my things, all of my November ones while we were busy in events, to see if that is correct. I do, but don't. I will be honest. Part of the reason I like it is the chance to progress, plus the fact that, and this will be really selfish, but it's so much easier coming up with a title when there's an event going on. Because trying to say, because there's only so many days you can go map in a row or whatever else. And I really want it to be fun for you guys, and I don't know what to do. And that's kind of part of why I like the community, or not the community days, the event after event, because it gives me something to do. And I agree on the keep your mind busy and not worrying. It's another part of it. Which I did message you, Steph. Because you had said you were going to PM me on Discord. Actually, I bet my gifts are full. Well, I'm thinking about it. So I'm going to go check my gifts where we've got a little bit of time. Actually, what? I didn't even realize that. Better catch that. Oh, no problem. Honestly, I checked today. Which, if anyone needs extravagant energy or is okay with that one versus would prefer, yeah. Let me know. Or if that one's equal to all your others, let me know. Because I have a few of them. I know Steph still wants the extravagant runestone. I bet it's our new player. Or someone from our group has decided to start getting active. Because if they send it to you and me, the only place where both of ours are at the same time is our group. Steph, I can wait and send. I have a better one to send to you, Steph. I'm holding on. Brett wanted to go out last night. So I actually have a extravagant runestone waiting for you, Steph. I'm just stating, I know, I've actually found out we've got someone is watching and not commenting off and on. I may have an idea who it is, and if so, I know why they're not commenting. But if it's not the person I think it is, that works, Steph. I'll look later. But if it's not the person I think it is, then I'd love for them to start commenting. And I'm okay with the person who I think it is commenting, but I suspect they aren't allowed to comment. Did what just change? Yeah. I have gotten word we do have at least one kid watching the event, watching me off and on. So as in, they're pulling it up on YouTube Kids. The moms approved it on you for them to watch on their YouTube Kids account. And it may not be right now. There's times it's only you two commenting. And when I go back to my stream statistics, it says I had 3 people watching pretty much the whole event. And my nephew mentioned that he's been catching some of my streams. So it could be that it may be where you guys are grabbing it on different devices. It may be we have someone not commenting, and it may be that he's on. I don't know how often he catches my streams, but he did mention to me that he's been catching them off. Been trying to catch him. And so but that's also part of the reason when that's part of the reason I try to keep it pretty much clean. I told him if he's going to catch it, he'd probably prefer when the kids are in the vehicle and what time to watch there, but that's no guarantee that's the only time he's catching the stream. So if it says 3 and it's not, you guys aren't on a different device or stuff, then it might be that my nephew's on watching. And all I'm going to say is nephew, because, or one of, I don't see, the only thing I can see is that YouTube might question, well, I can't even see how YouTube would question it unless it, because it actually is, they have no way of monitoring that, if that makes sense. And they've got to know that some people are doing that. And honestly, we're going to reach watch hours before we reach subscribers. I'm not worried about that. I mean, the way you guys are going, and, the fact that, so it's, 4,000 watch hours, I think, and 1,000 subscribers for it to be registered as, or for you to start having the chance to get income, which means a average of 4 minutes per subscriber, period, in a year. And honestly, let's just say you guys get a lot more than that average, period. So really, the thing that's, I think it's a year. It may be in 3 months, or I can't remember. But even then, when you figure you guys are watching, over 10 times that amount, I don't think YouTube's going to, even if they check into the watch hours per person and realize and they were to take out one device, it still wouldn't affect the watch hours enough that the watch hours becomes a problem. My watch hours is not going to be the problem in getting monetization. It's literally going to be subscribers. So, but that's something that might be of interest to you guys to know, that if you want to support someone, at least to initially get monetized. And I can't say once you get monetization, because I don't have that yet. Okay, done with the event. I didn't quite manage to hit 65 before the event ended. Let's see where I got to. 1 or 2 more, so I'm definitely going to have that by the time. Okay, let's head over to the mall. Actually, let's pull over and restart the phone, because you guys, yeah. Yeah, I couldn't pop one right before the end of the event because I had one going. So, okay, I have werewolf, or I mean, what are they? Vampires. That I do have. I actually saw a dragon earlier today, Jen. So the dragon may just be... Nope, got that one. May just be the weather. Oh. Well, that's cool. I guess I could go after him. I'm trying to watch for Fluffy, not Fluffy. So just so you know, Jen, the weather's being really weird. It keeps snowing and then not snowing. Yeah, that's, I think, part of this event. But you saw I actually had 2 vamps. I think they're trying to help people with the oddities pages. Yeah, Bose is my... Bose, you got... or Steph saw earlier, I need Bose, eggs, doxies, and horned serpents. Maybe we're getting more vamps because it's supposedly foggy. Supposedly. I don't know how this is foggy. And yes, I already marked down the toadstools in that greenhouse, Jen. Went and logged them. There's my first one. Mine are silver. Might as well drop this again. I forgot when you got on, so... Okay, Jen, we'll see you later. Tomorrow or something. Knowing you, you'll probably be going and watching, turning on something at work, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming, probably for a little while at least, but I know you got to get to work, so... It's actually trying to get so I can go after this guy. There, now I'm pulled over. We can go after him better. Oh, come on, Fluffy. Sounds good. That works. Sounds good there, too. Yeah, she's been on the whole stream almost. Jen? I'm thinking I may want to go around long enough to finish up at least that page. Because literally on my oddities page, Fluffers is the only thing I need there to prestige. So I need 9 more of him, and I totally get that. There's my first werewolf of the day. Yeah. So even dropping a trace, we barely got Fluffy around here when they released him. So that's why I need Fluffy. I need 9 of him to be able to prestige that page. Looking like I might have to go elsewhere. I keep hoping that's the pencil, or that pink one is the one I need. But that's okay. Yeah, it's looking like to be able to find some more fluffy, not fluffies, I'm gonna have to go somewhere else now. Kinda like it went, okay, I gave you those now. You gotta go somewhere else. We'll see. If I get up and I haven't found another fluffy not fluffy, then I'm gonna stop and go head towards the fortress, see what I see that way, and go from there. Okay, we'll try it. I think they said that it would. I think they said that's all it would pull in. But obviously that's not true. I won't complain though. I'll take that one. Ah, drat, except it departed. It would be nice if the trace literally was set up such that it would pull in what you need, you know. It would look at your registry pages and pull in just what you needed from the registry pages. That would make it totally worth it. Even if they were low-level ones, if they were what you needed. There, now I quit seeing that dot there. And I could even see during an event, putting it such that the event stuff counts as stuff you need, and so saying, okay, during an event you might get either all or mostly event stuff. But otherwise, we're going to draw in what you need and only what you need. I mean, true, in some cases, what that would end up doing is making it so that people drop it after they've got the easy stuff. But still, I mean, like, yeah. And that would be one way to even things up a bit more, is to allow trace tonics to pull in what's needed. Okay, having gone that way again, it looks like I kind of cleared out all the oddities over there, so let's head towards the fortress that I want to battle in and see if I get another fluffy not fluffy, or if that was just, okay, we're gonna drop a bunch of fluffy not fluffies right at first, and then we're gonna make them rare. That light actually, the one time I want it to change normally, like take forever, it decides to change fast. So it looks like you're going to have to move around quite a bit for fluffy not fluffies. But I could be wrong. Cool! The light's changing, so I gotta hurry through here. I would have stopped over there for a bit and gone after him, but the light was changing. The one day I would have preferred to be stuck like usually we are, it didn't stick me. Okay, now we can go some more. I'm thinking we may find some more fluffy not fluffies down there. So that's where I'm headed. I don't think you're part of this event. Not that I'm complaining. It's still XP, but yep, and I even found a No, the reason I said I don't think you're part of this event, but I'll take you anyway, is I found an Erkling. The one thing I'm sad we're missing is we could use some horned serpents too. But I think they might be part of the next one. Yeah, that's what I was saying, is that when I said, wait a minute, I don't think you're a part of this event, it was because an Erkling decided to jump up. And it was like, And I just laughed kind of because that's right. So, Community Day, I need to have all my, and doxies I think actually are part of the event. I can't remember for sure. But I need horned serpents, doxies, and eggs to be able to prestige that page. So I need to do a lot of working on those, because I'm not so worried about everything for the other oddities page that's silver. And then I need the Prisoner of Azkaban, the the Death Eater, and the Fluffy Not Fluffy for this page. Sounds like they forgot to turn them off, and they had planned on it. And this is an event where really there's no flags that could even help you even if they left them on, because there are no oddities flags. The flags don't exist. See, like that guy. I have no use for him whatsoever, and yet he comes into my trace. And you've seen my trace really hasn't been that good. So, I don't know if my traces are just broken or what it is. And please understand, I am totally joking with that. I know that there's no way that traces, or that on my game only traces would have issues. It may be in our area something is different than in most areas, but I know that the trace isn't broken. Yeah. I just want to make that clear. Though I think it would be funny to get on and say, my traces are broken! All they'll bring in is regular stuff. It would be nice if you could do with like what you can with dark detectors and build up traces. So if you drop one trace, okay, you get a little bit more. Drop 2, you get that much more. 3, you get that much more. Or, of the higher. That would be fun. And I could see that bringing in a lot of money too, as people do a lot more traces. Even 1 every 3 minutes would be one thing, but if you could drop 3 traces, up to 3 traces, and the more traces you drop, the greater the level of, yeah. That's why I pulled over, honestly. I think I'm even going to park just because. Okay. So what I've seen is Fluffy is not spawning near as much as everything else, or respawning, I should say. Like, if you clear an area out, you're more likely to see just regular traces again there than fluffies. Okay, get ready to go back out on the road. Pull out of the parking space and go watch for more. Okay, I'm just gonna try and catch the rest of the fluffies, and then I'm going to go fight in the fortress. And I may end up just fighting in the fortress and then catching the rest of the fluffies, depending. So we'll see you later. Okay, let's pull over here because there's another fluffy, not fluffy. Plus, I saw I'm gonna need to log something. $20 hours, 17 minutes. So that's part of why I pulled over. I also need to come sometime and drop. Nope, there's not one, I think, within its space. Nope. Dropped. Okay. I was trying to see, because I do need something from one of those. But obviously I'm not gonna find one that's, or that one's not got an end that I can drop dark detectors at. So that's kind of sad, but that's okay. Okay. See, that got dragged in. That's why I don't use traces. And why I say my traces are broken. So what I'm trying to do is get over to the fortress I want to go into today. And then I can go collect gifts and give gifts and fight in the fortress. At least a little bit before I... Either right before or after I finish Fluffy Not Fluffy and Prestige. Okay, so this area is a school. And I've heard that they try and block schools. We will see. There, I get a prestige. If it'll let me, yes. There, I need 30 of them. Okay. People are coming, so I can't pull out, so that's why I keep going after what's here. Now I can. So if I see Fluffy Not Fluffy, I will be going after him. But now I'm just literally headed straight to the fortress. But from what I can tell, it looks like if you want to really do good on this event or get a lot of Fluffy Not Fluffies, you're going to need to keep moving to new areas. Even more so than any other event. Because other events I could circle around and I'd pull them back up, but that was not happening with, and the others were, just Fluffy Not Fluffy was not. So I'd like to get this ready that when they give us the other guy, I can prestige. My guess is they will give us the other guy in another event, so I'm only gonna make it to, this is probably where this page is staying, but if I could get plenty of fluffy not fluffies in the Prisoner of Azkaban escapee, then when the other guy decides to show up, I can be ready for him. So I'm headed to the fortress still, is the plan. And after that, after I fight once or twice, I will let you guys go. And what I'm gonna do is try and see if they've increased our drops. For these oddities runestones during this. So in other words, are we going to get more eggs and stuff like that out of our oddities? Because I know sometimes they have increased that, sometimes they don't. So we shall see. Okay. And I think the reason they did the werewolves is some people were not wanting to stay up or get up for them. I had heard complaints about that. Okay, let's see. Open runestone. Okay. Got runestones opened. That's a regular ingredient. Regular spell energy. Regular spell energy. Regular. regular, regular. Okay. Well, I wanted to see what these are. Regular, regular, regular. Okay. Okay, Max Gifts opened. Now, let's check my gifts before I get confused and forget that I've been driving around and... No, I didn't want to send that. I want to delete it. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 extravagant spell energies. And this goes to Steph, who hasn't opened her gift. So she'll have to wait. Let's see what happens. Because usually if you drop this first, you won't get a drop. Okay, that looks promising. Let's try again. Let's see. Did I get another drop? Nope. So now where I did not get a drop, I should get a drop. In fact, I should get 2. Nope. Now I really should get 2 in a row. And that's just for normal. So there's 1, so I should get this one too. And then from there, I'll switch to a different one. And it didn't. So I don't know what's up. Runes 3, runes 5, and runes 5. Okay, we're going to move up. Okay, I want to check something. Yeah, I'm trying to complete the one Diana finished, so. Oh, look! I finally got that one. Okay, let's see where we're at. Actually, I want to see. Okay, let's. I'm gonna give gifts and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Oh, cool! I have 2 extravagants, but I'm gonna hold on to them. Actually, I can probably send one away. Okay. I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to you later. Bye.